Dr.
Hi.
Yap. My name is Lin.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Come on, sit.
I have a question related to my work.
Your
so,
book.
Work.
Work, okay.
Yeah. So I do find myself what sparked me in my daily life, which is to bring value and help others.
Sorry, can I say
Bring
that again?
value to others and help others.
You are helping other people.
Oh, I mean, I feel very contented as in when I'm able to add value to others.
So you like to add value to other
Yes.
people. Okay, that's great. That's great.
I have a clarity, but right now more on I wanted to have a directions on what are my hidden talents or anything that
You
I'll
want to
need
know the hidden talents. What is the obvious one? Don't know. So obvious you don't know, you want to know the hidden ones. No, I'm asking a question. It's true, right? A lot of people give me my hidden talent. No, wait. The obvious one to make out team, right?
More on like what I wanted to know what are the things I can what are the directions on the work, especially work, like I can hit on to.
Make money. You don't sound like you really want to, or like some bin in here.
Because I'm actually quite confused whether entrepreneur pathway or corporate would be suitable for me. And
So you're confused between working for corporate and starting a business. Is that the question?
yeah,
Okay, so you want to know which one is better, correct?
which one can generate more wealth, things like that.
Business, definitely. You ask them, you see? Yeah? This one no need ask chat one. Am I?
It's like what kind of industry that I also not so sure that I'll need to venture into, like
What type of industry? See, the thing is
Yeah.
this. Prior to getting there, you can look at Patsy to say what your talents are, right? I'll do that in a short while for you. But in the end, whether or not you can do that or not requires you to activate that. And that might take some time, okay? Because a lot of times if we say, hey, you are supposed to be astronaut, first you must have astronaut training, you know, right? Or you fly to space, won't come back already. 死鳩咗返嚟. So you have to first have that sort of training. Also, people think that if I just know the right thing to do and I just do it next week, and by the week after I'll be all right. It's not like that, okay? And for most of the time, when most situations that people actually don't know whether I should be starting a business, the answer is always no. The answer is always no, you shouldn't. Because you're doing it for the sake of doing it. Your trial and error. You know, in the real world, people don't really care whether you're a pretty girl or little girl, you know. They will just slice you down in business world. So unless you can do this with substantial ability, then only you do. So in order to do that, you must have, okay, I really love this field, I got something to contribute, then I will do it. Okay? So I can only tell you the path to pursue for a number of years into which you will discover what is good. I cannot tell you now that, okay, you're supposed to do this, and then you go and do it next week, and then you find that it doesn't gel because you haven't got all the experience that points you out to doing that. Okay? So that takes time. You have to understand the context, you know, of that. Yeah? It doesn't happen overnight, okay? So you see a party, yeah? Okay? So look at the party. So we have in this chart here, metal produce water. A lot of water in China. 金水多情，貪花亂墜. The second sentence delete, okay? So, 金水多情啫. So you got a lot of emotions to express, yeah? So emotion express good not? What sort of aspect uses the most emotions on? Teaching, arts, ideas, training, anything to do with people, yeah? Anything to do with nowadays, wellness, meditation, spiritual pursuit, all talk about emotion. That's what you do lah. But to do that, you either see people are doing it, join them for a while, test the waters first, right? You see how they are doing the training, how they connect with people, improve how people's wellness of life is, humanitarian approach. All this confirm your chart will like or not. But over time, when you can find a way to make money, you know, you cannot like, hey, all this wellness is very hard to make because 好多係好窮嘅. This is the problem. Spiritual people, not everyone got money. 係咪？你拜神拜到唔記得揾錢啊？ Yeah, oh, you know, they forgot to make money. So they don't realize that guys, it's true one, yeah. In order to have a great life for other people, which is the purpose of your spiritual pursuit, you have to make more money. You might not like it. You may think this is against your spiritual studies. But if you think about it, a lot of humanitarian efforts about experiencing life requires funding, yes or no? Correct? Okay, you don't attach bad meaning to generating money, right? Some people I say, oh, you know, so and so, this what spiritual teacher, they got this, got that. No, you don't say that. Because no, if you don't have that, how to access people, right? You think you, in your spiritual pursuit, affecting change on one person is actually doing justice? Or you want to affect change to 1,000, 100,000 people, right? That's the purpose of you doing this, right? So if you want to do that, first join the people who are already doing this. Wellness, self-improvement, meditation training, right? Saving the environment. You do those fields. You see, hey, after a while you realize, hey, I actually can contribute to this field. I actually can counsel and train on this field. Now I can start doing it. Now I know how they do it and I see the mistakes that they make. I don't make the same mistake and start the business that way. So join them first. That's how you do it. Okay? How fast and how slow, that depends on you. Got it? Okay? All right, cool. Go and tell everyone your name, man.
Good afternoon, Dato. My name is Kevin.
Kevin, all right, Kevin. It's a friend of mine. I don't know why he don't line up and talk. Friend also need to line up, yeah?
No special treatment.
No special treatment, okay.
I'm currently working as an orthopedic trainee and also a guitar physician. I just want to ask, this year, how do I increase my value, add more value to other people, and also increase my influence to others?
Okay, so we are talking about impact, all right? Whenever you say want to increase value and touch more lives, it's impact. Okay, so there are a few things we can do to make impact, which is one of the stars. I'm going to first talk about how you can see that chart and what action steps you can take. First, year of birth. 1994, anything that ends with 4 is wood. This is wood dog, yeah? Okay, so wood dog, we look at this one. Okay, now, so the current here is called hero and open door. This is a good element to talk about in terms of branding once again. Hero actually relates to your name in bright lights. That's what it means, okay? Now, how do we get a name to be on bright lights? When I say name in bright lights, it's like you win an Oscar or you win the Golden Globe, you win something, right? Suddenly people look at your name and say, this is associated with certain value. The fastest way to do that is to be with other people who already have that. So by doing work and collaboration together, your name is now associated with the big names. This is one of the fastest ways we can do that. Okay, let's say now someone has got a Nobel Prize and you are working with someone with the Nobel Prize. Inadvertently, you are providing value. Your name is associated with that. So this is one of the things to do. It is pointless to go and sit in business class and talk to the person next to you. How many of you remember the name of the person sitting next to you? Never one, yeah? So no need to talk. That's why in the plane, shut up. That's the best thing to do, yeah? Don't go and talk to people, talk to them. No need. You talk to people in context where there's actually value to add. So in any situation, you're adding value to them, and you make sure people could see that, and you're adding true value, yeah? That already opens up the door. That brings your name to a certain level. That's step number 1. Okay, step number 2, you want to make the most impact. That means you must be able to hit at least 1,000, 2,000 lives at the same time. Okay, so obviously to do that, we want to look at what the element of wealth is. So this is element of wealth, but it's countering at this point in time. It's countering. Countering means what? Difficult. We said earlier on already, yeah? So what is difficult? Pillar. Pillar means conversation, communication, talking, convincing, influencing. So you have to master the skill of being able to be convincing in a one-to-many conversation. This is an important aspect, I think, for a lot of people. They can do, some people have a hard time even doing one-on-one, right? How about one-to-many? One-to-many is actually a skill set, you know. You actually have to learn, how do we talk from 1 to 10 people, 1 to 100, 1 to 200, and then get people to take action at the same time. That is a skill set that needs to be mastered through words. And if you learn how to do that, then you will make the most impact in this year. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay? All right. Yes.
My name is William. Yep.
Hi, William. Yes.
Yes, nice to meet you, Dato. Dato, I just want to ask you, in my business, basically, in my career has been always up and down.
Okay, up
I
and
was
down
in the
career.
corporate, very high level, then I came out, do my business. Most of the time, I do HR consultancy and training.
Okay.
All right. Of course, now I came to age at about 56. All right. So now for my business, for this year, I find that I need to know a right direction. What are the areas that I should be focusing on more to bring in the wealth or to continue to have financial stability?
Okay, so business to bring in more revenues.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Is there any obstacles that you are having right now?
I think things are very slow. Yeah, so now
So
I'm
you
also
don't know
looking
what the
at-
obstacle is?
I think the obstacle is basically trading is not the priority for a lot of companies. So
Trading?
now I'm also expanding my trading. I do develop a lot of trading programs.
Training?
Yes,
Okay.
trading programs.
So you're saying you're in training and the market is smaller. Is that your obstacle now?
It's very slow. Yeah, it's not in high demand at the moment.
Okay, so in other words, you actually don't really know the
Yeah, so
obstacle?
whether should I focus on other things besides this?
Okay, let's see what's the real problem here.
Okay.
So what's your year of birth? Let's see, yeah.
1966.
1966, Yang Fire. Guys, watch this, yeah? So Yang Fire, it's over here, okay. So, now he's asking about a business-related problem, so obviously there's revenue is low. But what is causing the problem? Causing the problem is always the element that's countering the self. So this is fire in this box, and it's countering the self. So anything that is inside here is the cause of whatever it is the person is currently facing. So my job is to interpret what is in this box, okay? So just now he said that nobody or less people want the training. That means the product itself. Is this true or not? Well, partly true only, yeah? Because number one, rest door means not aggressive. Rest means very docile, yeah? That's the thing. So it could be that you are not positioning whatever training that is more in line with what the market needs, which is the number one issue right now, because you're using the same old marketing strategies, if any, because normally rest door means it's flat line, yeah? And you're not doing anything special. That's why it could be this problem, okay? Number two, grain indicates a huge market of education. Okay, people in academic field who are searching academic markets right now. But right now, in this box here, it's countering you. So which means your targeting is wrong in the first place. That means people want training, but you're approaching people who don't need training. This is the one issue. So how do we solve the problem? The solution also given to you. It's called harmony. So which means you need to find a group of people or who has the current market that you have and simply attach your product to that market, and now you will get a pre-sale of whatever you are doing already. That's the fastest way to solve this problem. It's stated right here, you can do that. Okay? But you only share 30%, yeah? But then you don't need, you save for marketing. All right? That saves a lot of your time. That way, you not only survive, but you will thrive. Okay? That's one way to do it. Okay? Cool?
Thank you, Dato'.
All right.